have a crazy opportunity to share with you guys, alright? Honestly, the craziest thing I've ever been a part of in my entire life I have ever heard about. Alright, it's an amazing opportunity going down with this company. People are making ridiculous money our age and younger. And a legend in this company is here tonight. He's going to be coming in later on in this movie. And I just want to play this short video for you guys to give you a little background information about what's going down.
Hello, Beamer Team, BK Boreka here. Welcome to this week's video blog. Got a couple special guests. Star Ambassador, Mr. Brad Alkazin, and brand new Platinum, Mr. Alex Morton. Say hi to the team, guys.
How's it going, guys?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, you know what? I wanted to have them join me on this week's video blog because I was reading in my favorite iPad publication, The Daily, about an editorial called Another Lost Generation. And it stated in here that only 55% of those people aged 16 to 29 are employed right now. That's the lowest mark since World War II. And get a load of this, those that are 25 to 34, almost 6 million of them are still living at home with their parents. And you know, a lot of these guys are college graduates. A lot of them have bought into the strategy to be able to go to school, get a good job. And the reality is, right now, in this environment, the jobs just aren't there, and I am just so proud of the job that these two guys are doing. Alex, how old are you?
I'm 21.
21 and 25. These young crusaders out there spreading the Vima mission, but mainly focused on verb. And guys, I want you to say, you know, what's your demographic? Who are you going after? And how are you building the business? Because you've really only been at this about 6 months.
6 months.
And here's something that's really cool. Any network marketing background?
Zero.
You're 21. How do you know anything about that? Yeah, there it is. No network marketing background. Built 2 legs. Been at it about 6 months, went 0 to platinum, and is just tearing it up. And of the auto ships that you have on your team, how many are Vima and how many are Verve?
Probably 100%, 95% Verve.
Wow, that is absolutely great. How are they liking the new Verve shot?
They're loving it. It's the best pre-workout supplement you can freaking take. Unbelievable.
It's a PG movie, all right? All right. But you know, one of the other things, you know, last week we did the pre-announcement to our brand new Vima body line. How do you think that line is going to resonate with your demographic?
I think everybody, you know, it doesn't matter what age you are, is interested in how they look. Obviously, the younger demographic is obviously more self-conscious about how their appearance is, and so everybody wants to look better and feel better. And I think if we have a product that can help them feel better and physically and look better, you know, in the mirror, it's going to be big.
Hot packaging too. Alex, what do you think?
I think it's going to be unbelievable. It's like he said, you know, everyone, you know, our generation really values, you know, health and staying in shape. And with this product, it's just going to be a great supplement to, you know, help achieve, you know, what we want to look like.
Now tell me a little bit about how are you building the business? How are you going with no network marketing experience, no, you know, nothing really to grab onto? All of a sudden you get a hold of this healthy energy drink concept. Do you like the new look of it?
Love it.
All right. How are you building? What are you doing?
Here's the thing. I mean, we met up a couple months ago, and really we just got excited. I mean, we really, you know, sell this whole dream, and the reality is, you know, we've got a bunch of friends with degrees who aren't getting jobs. I mean, they're bartenders and waitresses, and the reality of this whole thing is, like, the corporate world is just not fun. I mean, no one wants to have a boss, you know, 9 to 5 on salary, and with this, you know, you pick who you want to work with, you set your own income, and you have people like him, you know, holding your hand all the way there. So you really can't lose.
All right, Brad, anything else for the team?
I mean, Alex hit it right on the head. I mean, you know, at this point in our economy, everybody's looking for another stream of income. But obviously the young people, you know, when I first started in the business, I kind of overlooked young people thinking maybe they didn't have the money or they weren't going to take it as serious. But, you know, as I found some other individuals like Alex, you know, as you find some people who really, you know, have dreams and have goals and they want to be successful in life, but you're right, BK, a lot of the young demographic is kind of stuck. They don't have, you know, what do we do? Are you going to go open a restaurant? You know, that's a big risk, a big liability. So, you know, our age group doesn't have that many opportunities, and therefore, with a fairly low investment, with something that helps people feel better physically, and when you get, you know, when you get into the method and the system of how we build the business, the action plan, it takes off. You just got to, like Alex said, be excited and keep your goals in front of you every day.
Well, hey team, we're going to keep you in the loop on Alex's progress. What do you think the average age is of the people on your team?
20 years old. 20 years old.
That is great. We're going to take him. We're just getting ready to go to the regional in Charlotte. We're going to take him down there and let him tell a story a little bit.
Ohio State.
And he's going to Ohio State. What are you doing with colleges?
55. We're about to be in every college. I mean, this is the next Facebook, and you know we're going to do it, and there's no stopping us.
All right, guys.
Excited. You know, keep your dreams, keep your goals in front of you every day. You know, stay plugged in. And you guys, Vima team, the future is bright. It's coming.
It's coming. I love it. That's it, team, for this week's video blog. Looking forward to chatting to you next week. Keep up the great work, and looking forward to a huge 2012 for you. Bye for now.
See you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So, it is crazy what is going on with this company, all right? This company is getting bigger on the West Coast, right? More people are finding out about this on the West Coast, but literally nobody knows about this on the East Coast. And there are people making ridiculous amounts of money through this company that live on the West Coast. Some of them are in the room with us tonight, and it's just because they're getting it bigger on the West Coast. If we just do the same thing they did on the East Coast, we're going to be making ridiculous amounts of money too, and we're going to be helping our friends make ridiculous amounts of money too. All right, I don't know if I said this, but I'm John Monroe. I'm 21 years old. 3 weeks ago, this company paid for me and my boys, Connor Brennan and Matt Almirante, right there, to fly across the country to San Diego, California for a business conference. All right, I'm 21 years old. They're both 19 years old. Have you ever heard of a company paying for kids our age to fly across the country for a business conference?
Oh, no.
Exactly, because it does not happen. All right? And what's even crazier is that my boy right here and my girl right there flew across the country from San Diego, California. All right, to share this opportunity with us right now.
And your boy back there.
And my other boy back there, exactly. So yeah, like I said, I'm 21 years old. I go to the University of Rhode Island. About 5 days ago, I handed in my leave of absence. I am literally taking this semester off just to do this. Okay, because this is getting crazy. I found out about this opportunity from my boy Connor, who found out from Casey, who found out from Stu. All right, now Connor and I, we used to party up all the time in the summer, and he came to me one night and he told me about this opportunity at 2:30 in the morning. All right, he was supposed to come to my dorm room at 9 o'clock, and long story short, he didn't end up getting there till 2:30 in the morning. And I was like, Connor, what are you doing? I have class at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Like, I have to wake up in like 5 hours. And he was like, dude, once I tell you about this, like, you won't even care. He literally talked to me for 20 minutes, and I swear I could not sleep that night. All right, because of all the information he dropped, all these things were running through my mind. I am telling you guys, this is honestly the craziest shit I've ever heard about in my entire life, and we're here to share this opportunity with you. All right. So, not to say what it has done for me, but to say what it can do for you. I'm going to be driving in a 2013 Mercedes next month, paid for by this company.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, now, I am not smart, right? But I know if a company is giving out free BMWs and free Mercedes, that I'm trying to get involved. Do you agree? Exactly. And it's like the thing is, it is not even hard to get to that point. All right, it's easy. So, without further ado, I want to bring up one of my men. Who flew out here from San Diego, California, literally killing this shit. All right, he just hit the rank of platinum, which is ridiculous in this company. He's 19 years old. He drives a 2013 BMW paid for by this company, and if this shit wasn't serious, he wouldn't have flown all the way across the country, literally for this moment right now. Can we agree on that? Yeah. So without further ado, I want to call out my boy, Mr. Stu Massengill.
So if we could just get back to J-Money one more time. For show. And how's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Awesome. Yeah, for show. So I'll get into my story real quick. Keep it short because I know people have things to do. But really what we're doing here tonight is helping people our age get out of that employee mindset, Because like, is anyone's dream here to work 9 to 5, 5 days a week till you're 72? Dream life, right? No, fuck that shit, right? So what we're saying here is like, screw working till you're 72. No one wants to do it. The average death age is 78. It doesn't make sense to work till you're 72, retire, your old wrinkly probably sitting on your couch for 6 years, live till you're 78 and die. It doesn't make sense. So what we're saying here is screw retiring at 72, let's retire at 25. Anybody down for that? Okay. Retire, right? Because what we're doing tonight, changing up the game. Literally changing up the game, And how I was actually introduced to this, a little bit of background about myself before. My name is Stu Massengill. I'm 19 years old. Grew up in San Francisco, Bay Area, in California. and I go to school at San Diego State. Supposed to be a sophomore there, but I'm also taking next semester off because this shit is gonna get fucking huge. This shit's gonna get fucking huge. How many people here know someone that drinks an energy drink? Right? Or if you don't drink one, you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who drinks one, right?
Exactly.
And that's what we're saying here. Everyone who drinks Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, 5 Hour Energy, all those things, none of those are good for you. Monster had like 4 deaths directly linked to it in the past few years. 5 Hour Energy had 13. Everyone who drinks this, all we're saying is Red Bull might give you wings. Cool. Verbal give you money. Simple as that, right? Pretty tight. You know how I was introduced to this? Pretty much 8 months ago, right? My best friend Boss came up to me, right? And my best friend Boss and I skated together every single day. It was just what we did, right? Skating was our thing. And we finally came up with this company called Stats. It was going to be a skate snowboard company, right? My name was Stu, his name was Boss. Stats, right? Simple, you know? We came up with Stats, pretty much worked on this every single day for 3 months straight, right? Worked on it every single day, took it to a professor at our school, the guy who founded Amazon, right? To help us start up our company because he helped other people at our school start up their company. He was one of my good professors, used to go with lunch with him, still do. You know, went to him, was like, all right, this is what we're doing, Stats, we're going to start this thing up, we need your help, right? About a week or 2 later, I got a call from my best friend to hear about this. This is how I heard about this. My best friend called me up on the phone, right? Said, Stu, fuck the company. We're not doing that shit. I found something else. How many people would be like, fuck you? Right? Your best friend calls you and says, like, screw your dream, man. Here's your dream. Takes it, throws it on the ground. Right? Also, it was midterms week at my school at San Diego State, so I wasn't happy about that either, right? But my mom always taught me in life, you know, have an open mind. Your mind's like a parachute. It's either open or it's closed, right? And if your parachute's closed, it's not good, right? You know, so have an open mind is what we're saying tonight. You know, we're changing up the game, so have an open mind of what's going on. You know, that night I had an open mind, right? Talked to my best friend and was like, yo, this week I'm swamped with midterms, all that good stuff. Next week we can meet up, you can tell me what's going down, but honestly you sound kind of crazy. I'm like about to hang up the phone and get back to studying. You know? And he was just like, no, like, Stu, you don't fucking understand what I just ran into. I need to meet you in person, right now, I'm coming to your door and you hung up the phone on me. So I was like, shit, right? He's coming here. But obviously he's my best friend, right? He's trying to help me out. Sounded pretty serious, and this dude was so fucking excited. We were working on what we thought was going to be our life for 3 months. I'd never seen him this excited on this phone call. I was kind of pissed, right? It's like, you were never excited about our life, now you call me about this, you're stoked, right? So he came to my dorm, right? That night when he came to my dorm, this is when I got extremely confused on what the hell was going down. He brought me a short little Filipino man. Right? How many people would be like, what the hell? You say, fuck the dream, here's a little Filipino man. Like, what are we about to do? Right? You know, crazy enough, that little Filipino man that showed up at my doorstep that night changed my entire family's life. My entire family's life. I say that wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart. Changed my entire family's life. You know what's crazy? This guy's a freaking beast in this company, legend, right? We call him Mr. International because he opened this up in 9 different countries. His name is Mr. Jeb Luz. Been involved a little bit over a year and a half. Now makes a 6-figure income. How many people would like to make a 6-figure income in a year and a half? Pretty tight, right? He's not even that smart. That's the funny part. He has a PhD, right? You're probably like, shit, well, he's full smart as fuck. He has a PhD. No, he has a public high school diploma. That's it, right? PhD. You know, he came to my night, that room though, asked me a question, changed my entire life. You know, he said, how would you like to get paid for something you do every single day and that you're doing right now? So I'm gonna ask you guys, how would everyone here like to get paid for something you already do and that you're doing right now?
I'd like it a lot.
It'd be tight, right? A no-brainer. Someone came up to you, they're like 10K, like you did really good, here's 20K. You'd be like, fuck yeah, right? Basically what I mean by that, like for example, say I come up to you, right? I was like, yo, that's a tight beanie, like I need to get a beanie, it's cool as fuck here, I'm from Cali. I need to get my head warm, right? Like where'd you get the beanie? Karmaloop. Oh, that's tight. Alright, so say I went to Karmaloop, right? Bought that beanie. Are you gonna get paid? No, right? But you probably should have got paid, right? Because the only reason I went, got it there is because you told me about it, so I went there, right? So you probably should have got paid. You know, so what's crazy is we do this every single day. From the food we eat, the movies we watch, clothes we wear, you recommend a restaurant to someone, a movie to someone. Like how many people in here have ever recommended a movie to someone? Probably, right? Obviously no one goes to the movies by themselves. I do sometimes, but that's the thing. No, but you either go as like a date, right? Or you go in a group. So you tell someone to go to the movies, right? They go in a group, they buy tickets, drinks, popcorn, snacks, all that good stuff, right? They just made the cinema a bunch of money. But like, did you guys get paid for that? No or no, right? It's messed up. They should have given you a nice check for that, but they didn't. So what's crazy is that we're doing this every single day, unconsciously. All we're saying here is do it a little bit consciously, and you can get paid a lot of money for it. You know, because like we said, how many people here know people that drink energy drinks? Everybody, right? So that's what we're saying. Everyone already drinks this stuff. What's crazy is this fits into us. We don't have to fit into this. It's not like you see me up here in like a business suit, special tie, special hat. No. Like, because what do we do every single day? You're on your phone telling your friends about what you're doing. You're on Facebook telling them about what you're doing. You're with your friends telling them about what you're doing. All we always do is tell our friends about what we're doing. here we just get paid for it. As simple as that. Right? That's what's so cool. This fits into us. You know? That's why this thing goes so crazy. And how we do this whole thing, word of mouth marketing. Has anyone ever heard of that? Maybe a few people. Has anyone ever heard of Facebook? Or have a Facebook, right? What? Yeah? Alright, how did you hear about Facebook? A friend, right? How did you hear about Facebook? A friend, right? So that's exactly what we're doing here. A friend telling a friend telling a friend telling a friend. That's literally as simple as it is. Literally all we're doing is telling our friends, right? What's crazy, we made Mark Zuckerberg a billionaire. We're $17.8 billion, and he's 28 years old. First of all, like, what the fuck's he gonna do with all that money, right? He should at least give each user like a Jeep, right? For spending money or something. You know, that's ridiculous, right? But none of us got paid for that. All we're saying here is we're doing the same exact thing, except here we get paid a lot for it. You know? What's crazy is why we do that. Last year, Red Bull spent $900 million in advertising, right? Paid $15 million to Shaun White to snowboard down a mountain wear a logo. Paid that dude $20 million when he jumped out of space to wear a Red Bull logo. But the thing is, when that dude jumped out of space wearing a Red Bull logo, did anyone in this room, were you just like, shit man, I need a Red Bull? Did anyone? No, you're probably like, that shit was crazy, right? So all we're saying here is that stuff doesn't really work anymore, you know? Because you go on YouTube, you don't actually usually watch the advertisement that pops up before. You watch 5, 4, 3, 2, you press skip. Right? So we're saying, why spend money on all that stuff that doesn't even do anything for us? Instead, pay people like us to tell our friends about it. Because we're the most socially connected generation in the history of the world. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all we do is tell everyone about everything. Right? Because how many people in here know someone that goes to a different school than them? Right? What's crazy to people, you know they go to a different school, you know people at that school, right? And the people at that school know people at different schools, you know people at those schools, and so on and so on and so on. And that's why this shit goes fucking viral. How many people here heard about Facebook from your friend who went to Harvard? Fucking nobody, right? But didn't it start as Harvard Connect? Crazy, because this shit goes viral. Because all we do is tell our friends about stuff. And what if it was a way to make money with your best friends? You would tell them even more. That's why this shit goes so viral. You know, a little bit about my story to kind of show you guys the bigger picture of what this can turn into for you. Not to impress you, but to impress upon you what this could do for you. Basically, right, I'm 19 years old. 8 months ago, I was introduced to this. Public speaking was my biggest fear. How many people here have a fear of public speaking at all? Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. Basically, what's crazy, this company helped me overcome that fear. 4 months ago, I was featured with the CEO of the company, right? At their yearly training, speaking in front of 1,000 people. Crazy, right? It's my biggest fear and my passion. Right now, I love speaking in front of people. You know, crazy. Also, how many people in here could use a free car? Yeah? What about a little bit better, like a BMW or Mercedes? Yeah. Maybe, right? What's crazy, this company is a BMW, Mercedes, also a Mini Cooper program. I don't know if anyone wants a Mini Cooper. You can get that too, right? But what's cool, after I was involved for 6 months, company gave me a brand new BMW, 2013, right? And what you guys should be able to do when you look at me, is like I'm in a normal shirt, normal pants, shoes, normal kid, right? You should be able to look at me and be like, if I can do this, you can do this. Because there's nothing special about me at all. I'm not that smart, right? Not that smart, not a genius, not anything close to a genius. I just realized like they're giving out free cars like purple, pink, yellow, like that shit's free, I'm gonna get it. Doesn't matter what kind, whatever, it's free, I'm gonna get it. You know? What's cool about the BMW Mercedes, right? How many people here also know who Dr. Oz is? Yeah. Maybe you heard of the dude? Right? What's crazy is he recommends this product, right? Had it on a show a few months ago talking about how it's the healthiest supplement you can take in your daily life. Right? Crazy, you can even look it up. You know, had it on a show, was crazy. Both my mom, dad, brother all drink the product. My mom does the business too, actually. She's about to get her Beamer in like 2 months. Let's go. Crazy, right? And what's cool about that, my mom and dad both drink the product, right? My dad's a doctor. So when he first saw that shit, he was like, Stu, what the hell are you doing? And Insanely Healthy Energy, like, what the fuck? Right? What the fuck, son? You know? Basically, we got lucky enough to know that the doctor does the research for the company. Dr. John Edwards lives in San Jose. Right? Now my dad's fully researched it, fully supports it. After drinking it for a month and a half, lowered his blood pressure and cholesterol. Yeah. It's the lowest it's been in years. Crazy, right? But my mom was lactose intolerant for 10 years. Drank this for a month, is no longer lactose intolerant. Yeah. Absolutely crazy, right? Because we can all agree our body's a miracle, right? Yeah? You put the right things into it, it's crazy what it can do. You know, how many people here also watch or follow basketball at all? Ever heard of a dude, maybe heard of him, named Michael Jordan? Probably ever.
Space Jam, right?
Space Jam. Exactly, right? What's crazy, Michael Jordan got his hands on this product, right? Reached out to us and said, I want you guys to be the official drink of my NBA team, the Charlotte Bobcats. Now we're the official drink of the NBA team, the Charlotte Bobcats, and the Phoenix Suns. Right? Crazy. And also, we're endorsed by Chris and Heidi Powell, if you know them, like Extreme Makeover, Biggest Loser. Also a guy named Alana Thomas, he's a motivational speaker, right? Talks about when you want it as bad as you want to breathe. Straight G if you know him, right? And we're open in 59 plus countries. So So those are some things you need to realize and be like, all right, if like Dr. Oz, 2 NBA teams, Michael Jordan put their name on something like this, 59 plus countries, they wouldn't risk their credibility if it was not legit, right? 2 NBA teams, Michael Jordan, Dr. Oz would not put their name on something illegal. That'd be silly. You know, so what's cool about why this thing's really working is for the simple fact, 53% of people that graduate do not get a job. You put an $80,000 to $100,000 investment on school, you have less than a coin flip to get a job. Scary, right? All right, so say we split the room in half, right? Split it right in the middle. All right, half of it, we all just graduated, right? What side wants jobs? This side or this side? We all just graduated. Who wants jobs? All right, you guys want jobs, right? So you guys just got jobs. Yes. You're stoked, right? Let's go. You graduated, you all got jobs. Now you're working 9 to 5, 5 days a week. You're 72. Damn. Right? Nah, you're like, screw that, because no one wants to do that. Because what are we taught? Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, you know, work till you're 72 for someone else, retire when you're 78. You know, screw that is what we're saying. No one wants to do that. How many people in here have a job? Yeah? All right, if you don't mind me asking, like, where do you work? What? Oh, you don't work? Where do you work? What?
Assisted living home.
All right, if you don't mind me asking, how much does it pay an hour?
You get $9 an hour with tips.
$9 an hour. All right, what that breaks down to is 13 cents a minute.
Damn.
Do you think you're worth 13 cents a minute? Fuck no, right? We're God's highest form of creation. No one should be able to tell you how much you're worth. Plain and simple. Say someone was nice, right? They're like 20 cents a minute. Do you think you're worth 20 cents a minute? Fuck no. Say someone was fucking crazy, right? 50 cents a minute. Do you think you're worth 50 cents a minute? Fuck no, right? We're God's highest form of creation. Like, I don't give a shit what you think. No one should be able to tell you how much you're worth. No one. It's bullshit. No one should be able to put a price tag on you, say you're worth $8 an hour, you're worth $75,000 a year. You should be able to be worth whatever you want to be worth, right? Because I'm sure like everyone's at a job, right? You're probably that top worker, right? What's crazy is there's always that person hides in the bathroom, right? Takes a 50-minute shit, and you get paid the same amount, right? It's messed up. You're working your ass off. They're just in the bathroom all the time. You both get paid $8 an hour. It's messed up. You know? I think I heard him say that to me. No. But what's crazy, you know, is here, like, say you think you're truly worth $100,000. Here you can do that. So you're like, I truly think I'm worth $1 million. Here you can do that. So you walk into your job though, and you're like, boss, I'm worth $1 million. What's he gonna tell you?
Crazy, bro.
Now, motherfucker, you're worth $8 an hour. Like, peace out. You're fired, right? I'm gonna say you're silly, little boy, right? And then that's what's crazy is here, you can become whatever you want to become. That's what's so cool about this thing. And literally, what's so tight about how we do this whole thing. Real quick, look at the person that brought you here tonight, and look at what they're doing. Probably sitting on a couch, right? So literally, if you can sit on a couch, you can make a lot of money in this. Because in the beginning, we're not going to say, go explain this to everyone. It would not make sense for you to go explain it to someone when you don't know everything about it. You don't have all that credibility. So let someone else explain it who's been doing it a little bit longer, has a little bit more credibility, explain it for you until you get the credibility, right? And basically, all we say is you're not the message, you're just the messenger. You invite, we present, they decide, we all cash the checks. That's what's so tight about this. You invite, we present, they decide, we all cash the checks. That's literally why this shit's so simple. Because we can all do this. I know a 15-year-old kid qualified to get the BMW I have. Do you think he's a genius? Anyone? I don't know, right? It's because there's a system put in place where anyone can do this shit. Anyone can do this. You know, and that's what's so crazy about this. Really quick, one last thing I want to say, basically, before I bring up another person that's killing this thing absolutely. Know that there's 3 types of people in this world, right? People that make things happen, people that watch things happen, people that go, what the fuck just happened? You know, what's cool, everyone in this room, not going to be that person that said, what the fuck just happened? You see what's going on. You're either going to make things happen or you're going to watch things happen. Because whether or not you do this, not to be a dick, but this shit's happening. You'll see this again in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. The only difference is you're either going to see it and be like, damn, that shit is happening, or you're going to see it and be like, every time someone opens one, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Because what we're saying is like, this thing is non-debatable. You do not get to contest tonight if this shit works. People are making money in this room. All sorts of people. There's a free BMW. There's another person that has a free Mercedes from the company to contest. Another person that has a free BMW. All in the room. Crazy. You don't know who you don't know, right? But there's people making money with this thing. You do not get to contest if this thing works. You know? It's either you're in, you want to live life, you always want to live that dream life, you know? Or hey, go to school, get grades, probably beg someone else for a job, work till you're 72. Because what we're saying is if you want to work till you're 72, get up right now and just do us a favor and leave. Because this is a 3 to 5 year plan to never have to worry about money again. Imagine you walk into the Gucci store, right? The Louis Vuitton store. Don't even look at the price tags, right? You say, I want that, that, and that. How tight would that be? Because basically, what we're saying is if this isn't for you, like, we're not going to try to convince you to do this. Because someone else will want to do this. It would be silly to try to convince someone to make money. Does that make sense? If you want to do this, cool, get up and leave, because I guarantee you, someone else will take this. I said yes to this opportunity. My mom thanks me every fucking day for saying yes. I changed my entire family's life for saying yes to this opportunity. What we're saying tonight, we're changing lives. You can make a decision, the same decision I made 8 months ago. Made a decision, right? 6 months later, they gave me a brand new BMW. 8 months later, changed my entire family's life. Crazy, right? So what we're saying is we're showing you an opportunity. We're not going to try to convince you to do this. If you don't want to do this, cool, get up and leave. There's the door. We're not going to stop you. Because someone else will do this shit. And nobody knows about this here. Everything in life and business, no matter what, is timing. You can be the smartest person, the best degree, the best school, best SAT score, graduate, top in your class, but if you're not at the right place at the right time, you're probably going to be struggling financially for the rest of your life. Real talk. Because we probably, all those people that got a really good degree couldn't find a job, right? Probably know all those people that were a bozo, but were at the right place at the right time, made a lot of money. You know, say you invested in Google and it was 10 cents a share, would you be here? Fuck no, right? You'd be on your private yacht. You know, say you invested in Yahoo, which was 25 cents a share, would you be here? No, right? You know, and that's what we're saying. Everything is literally timing, and this thing is so fucking young right now. 4,200 colleges across the country, not including community colleges or high schools, about 12,000 at each university. That's 50 million college kids. 50 million, only 12,000 know about this shit right now. Less than a 51%. 12,000 know about this. What's crazy, right? 4 years go by, a brand new 50 million. 4 years go by, a brand new 50 million. 4 years, 50 million. 4 years, 50 million. As long as people keep having sex, this shit will go forever. Real talk, right? People have sex, they have kids, they go to elementary, middle, high school, college, right? Every 4 years, 50 million, 50 million, 50 million. You think anyone's ever gonna stop drinking? No. This shit's gonna go crazy. But this is barely the start. Like I said, 51% of the college kids know about this. Nobody knows about this shit. This isn't, what if you're in the first 10% of something amazing, right? This is literally Facebook when there are 3,000 users. Nobody knows about this shit. And I guarantee you this thing's gonna get big. I guarantee you I'll make $1 million with this thing. I'm not scared to say it. There will be other people in this room that will do the same thing. So you call me crazy, I say thank you. Because that means this shit's gonna work, right? This thing is going fucking viral. If you don't do this, what else are you gonna do? Go work for someone else 272? Real talk, does anyone here wanna work 272? Fuck that shit. No one wants to work 272. If you do the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. So do something different so that you don't have to work 272. What we're doing, like I said, changing up the game, changing lives. If you don't want to work 272, make a decision to change your life. It's not just going to happen magically. You got to do something about it, right? Because I guarantee you, if you look back on your past few years, right? 2011 probably ended, right? 2012 started. You're like, I'm going to fuck shit up this year. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do something big this year, right? I guarantee you, most people's life, 2011, 2012 look the exact same, right? What's crazy is you probably did the same thing. That's probably why. So we're saying 2013 just started. If you want something different, you got to do something different, plain and simple, right? If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. So if you want something different, you got to do something different. 2013 just started. Literally, you can make a decision to change your entire life tonight. That's what we're doing, plain and simple. Whether or not you guys do this shit's working. This shit's going absolutely viral, like I said, and I'll say it over and over and over because this shit's going mad. Do you think a 19-year-old kid and a few other people in the room would fly across the country for something like this if it was a joke? I was here 6 weeks ago.
Let's go.
I'll be back in 6 weeks. Because this shit's gonna keep going. Except next time when I come back, there's gonna be hundreds of people going. Because this shit grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Imagine everyone here talks to a person, right? We double the next time. They talk to a person, we double. Double, 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 double. And this shit gets fucking
We're
bad.
gonna need a bigger room.
Straight up. Because all our friends don't want to work till they're 72, can't find a job, could use a free car, could use more money, could be a little bit healthy. Plain and simple. That's why this shit's going so crazy. But real quick, I'm going to bring up someone else to kind of share her story, show you guys why we're also stoked about this, show you that this thing really is happening for lots of people every single where. But this girl's a freaking beast in this company. Literally just crushes this rank, star platinum, beast in the company. Literally blowing this thing up. This girl's about to kill us. We'll make 6 figures this year. We'll probably make $250,000 this year. It's killing this thing. Literally on track to be one of the first girls to blow this shit up. You look her name up on Google, Beast pops up. She is such a fucking beast. Literally, this girl is a beast. After this, get a chance to shake her hand. Some money will probably rob off. She's a freaking beast. But other than that, give it up for Alana.
He always makes me sound way cooler than I am, I promise. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, he touched on basically a lot of how this company's working. So I'll pretty much just kind of share my story, how I got introduced, because I got told about this company a lot different than basically everyone in this room. Because everyone in this room, I mean, look how young everyone is. You're all told by a friend. You know, I used to go to Providence College. I transferred back home, and when I went to go to Cali, I kind of reconnected with a lot of old coaches. You know, so one of my old coaches, I actually started taking hitting lessons again with her, and was just telling her my situation, because I had a full ride here. When I wanted to go back to Cali, I kind of gave that away. So now I have to pay for school, still playing D1. Now I'm taking 24 units because I got screwed from Civ. So I was taking 24 units, and then also teaching a class. I had 0 time, but I'm trying to pay my way through school. You know, it's like, how can you do that? You know, because, I mean, think about the way your mindset was made since you were little. If you wanted to get money, you go to your parents, you're like, hey, Mom, Dad, I need some money. What do they say? Go get a
job.
Okay, what's a job? Like Stu said, he's working, what, $9 an hour, right? Per hour we're paid. So that means you're trading time for money. And that's what we're told. We're all told, we're like raised in this system telling us, go to school, get good grades, get out and get a high-paying job. Well, what's a job? You're trading your time for money. So I work for an hour to get paid for an hour. Work for an hour to get paid for an hour. If you spend your whole life trading time for money, time runs out. You know, and you end up like people like my dad. And like I always say this openly because I looked up to him my whole life. Like that's what I want to do. He went to school, he got great grades, like top of his class, great high-paying job. But why are we still struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck? Sure, you make good income, but think about it. Everyone lives to their means. So once you get a check, goes to the kids, the house, the car. Next week you get a check, goes to the kids, the house, the car. It's always gone. You know, so that's why people, it's like you only have, what, 2 weeks off work if you're lucky, if you have a good job that gives you 2 weeks vacation. You know, and some people don't even go to vacation where they really want to go. You know, because you're like, oh, let's go to Hawaii. Well, Hawaii's a ripoff. No, think about it. You just can't afford it. You know, so what separates the difference between people that are rich and people that are wealthy? It's people that are rich, they're making a living. People that are wealthy have a lifestyle. You know, because my dad, yeah, he made great money. Sure. But, I mean, I played very competitive softball my whole life. You know, I'm traveling all over the country. I'm going to these tournaments. My parents couldn't come. And it wasn't because they didn't support me. It wasn't because they didn't want to be there. They funded the whole thing. Of course they wanted to be there. You know, but you think about it, if he wasn't at work, he wasn't going to get paid. So they couldn't go. You know, and I don't want that life. You know, and if you want something different, you need to do something different. If I'm listening to the advice of people like my dad, like, I'm going to get what he's got. You know, so I want to look to people like he was talking about, Mr. Jed Buenaluz. We actually have another gentleman outside. He's on a call right now. Brad Alkazin. It's like these people are 24, 26, retired. You know, why would I listen to someone that's been working for the same company for 35, 40 years and he can't even retire? You know, because it's like there's this old system. Well, guess what, guys? It's not working. And what's cool is I was introduced by my coach, okay? So not a friend, it was my coach. This is an adult. Already had a career, you know, feeding her family, living well. She was actually just giving hitting lessons and volunteer coaching. So when she told me she had a business on the side that was kind of paying for everything, I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. You know, and I was in the room like this, but it was all adults. It was me and a room full of adults, like engineers, financial advisors, attorneys, nurses, people making good incomes, already had a career and were feeding their family, living well, but they were all looking for something more. Why? Because they couldn't take those extra days off, because if they weren't at work, they weren't getting paid. Right? So this is something like Stu was saying, we do this every day of our life. If you have a job, keep your job. You're going to school? Go to school. You could do this on the side because we do it every day. The thing is, time's going to pass no matter what. What I'm doing with this company is I'm building residual income. I'm not trading my time for money. When I go to bed tonight, I'm making money. When I go take a shit, I'm still making money. It's a pretty cool concept. You know what I mean? So, anyway, so basically, if you think about it, I mean, I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight. You know, sometimes when people hear people shout out, like, he's like, I want to be a millionaire. Yeah, he knows it's not going to happen overnight. This isn't a get rich quick. This is you're getting your own business. You can build it as fast or slow as you want. You know, but what I'm doing building this residual income is by working for this company for 6.5 months. I built my residual income to about $3,000 to $4,000 a month if I do nothing. I didn't personally go out recruiting anyone this month, and I made $3,800. You know, and so it's like all I'm doing now is I'm supporting people that kind of want to do what I'm doing. So actually, now he's off the phone. I just want to bring up, we kind of touched on a lot, but if he could just kind of share his quick story, really show you what he's done with this. We kind of touched upon really what Brad has done, and he's literally been a mentor to so many people all over the country, all over the world. You know, this guy actually was just on a week tour up in Canada, and he's helping a lot of kids, killing it. He's helping people build incomes, you know, while they're in school, while they have their jobs, while they're doing whatever they're doing, and really understanding this whole idea of not being an employee but becoming an entrepreneur. And this whole concept is what's changed my life, changed Stu's life, and take it away.
How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Good. Kind of late night meeting, huh?
Yeah. 82.
I got a 7:10.
You got what?
I have a 7:10.
I didn't know.
I'm staying up all night after this stuff.
Yeah,
So
I would too. I probably will be anyway. But I'm glad you guys are here real quick. We won't be all night because I know you're busy. You might have homework and shit going on. So. But, you know, obviously someone invited you out real quick just to kind of hear about this company and really what we're doing, what we're excited about. And I got to tell you guys, I'm blown away, you know, really at this whole movement, this whole, you know, opportunity that's taking place right now. And it's just so exciting to see because it's impacting so many people. It's definitely making a big difference in some people's lives. And amidst really a pretty rough economy. You know, I think, you know, people are frustrated and feel stuck. You know, I've been talking to a lot of the guys here, you know, that are some that are seniors, you know, that are, what am I going to do when I'm out of here in 4 months? Clock's ticking. So, so really have an open mind. You know, I think right now, like I said, you know, I think corporate America is changing. I think making money in America is changing, and therefore we got to change. We got to be willing to do something different if we want different results. And that's what's cool about this. It's different, but it's working, and it's working so well for people our age. Parents are just like boggled, like how are these guys doing it? But so have an open mind and just, you know, realize people losing their jobs like crazy. You know, companies shutting their doors and pay cuts taking place, and so it's really exciting because we're doing something different. We're taking, you know, matters in our own hands, and, you know, I think somebody said, you know, the economy is rough, I can't find a job. Yeah, that means you need to create your own economy, you know, and that really kind of is what this allows you to do. And it's such a simple story. I think after you kind of understand what we're doing, it's exciting, you know, it's impressive. So I've been in the company 6 years. I could talk days about, you know, stories of what happened and the product details and the owner and what he's all about and where we're going with this, but really what it can do for you guys, all of us as a group, you know, and really where this is going to go in the next 12 to 24 months. I'm from San Diego, so obviously you guys, you know, whether you came down the street or down the hall, but I appreciate you guys obviously taking the time because I flew all the way in today. But really more or less, and I actually just came in, not from San Diego, but from Toronto. I was in Vancouver, Calgary, and Toronto with the company and the owner. We had like some big blocked events that we put on, and it was phenomenal. I was up at University of Toronto yesterday. University of Toronto has like 75,000 kids in that school. What if you got one guy on board who got a friend on board? So the scary thing in this kind of business is that you know, don't be excited about who you know, be excited about who they know, because, you know, that's happened to me a few times and it's changed my whole life. So in that sense, I'll tell you my background in a minute, but my life really changed around the spring of 2011. I had been in the company about 4 years, had some pretty good success. I felt like I was at a point where I wanted to grow to the next level, and I couldn't really figure it out, so I had to change it up. I had to kind of get a whole different, you know, approach, a whole different, you know, focus on what I was doing. And I got a phone call about a guy that I got on our product near my house named Marty, this older guy, had some really good results with Vima. I'll talk about in a minute. Vima is the main product. Really, it was the first thing I was introduced to. Verb wasn't even out when the company really started back in '05. And so I got this guy on Vima through a family friend. His blood pressure went down, had great results. And long story, he calls me. He's like, I got this guy in Ohio, a friend of mine from a business I did years ago on Vima. This guy had some really good results with it, and he's like, my son goes to ASU, and I think my son could do something special with Verve, you know, at a college. Now, I had never really worked with any of my friends for a couple of reasons. One, I didn't think our friends really, you know, one had the money for something like this, because we're all on a budget, you know, we're all somewhat, you know, on a budget while we're young, so I didn't think that young people really would take or find the money for this. But two, I'm like, I don't think my friends would even really take it that serious, because we're all busy. You got class, you got your girlfriend, you got sports, you got family, church, all these things, right? Well, I was wrong. I met this guy at ASU, spring of 11, and we sat down and I told him my whole story and about the product and the concept of what you're hearing tonight. And again, you know, his dad had me meet with him because his dad thought he could blow this shit up. He's like, dude, my son could do something big with this. So he tried Verve, and if you haven't tried it, you gotta try one out. He's like, bro, I love it. I like it. If I like it, my friends are gonna like it. But then he said to me, he's like, if my friends are doing it, and he's like, if I make money in this, my friends are gonna wanna do it. So what do you think went off in my head? I'm like, dude, I just gotta help you make this a success story, and then everybody's gonna wanna do it. Like, you make $1,000 a month, dude, nobody's gonna say a fucking word. They're gonna be stoked, you know? So we sat down and we went over the numbers of what it takes to build this to like 1,000 or 2,000 a month, and I showed him a method. I said, dude, if you follow these steps, I promise it works. It works for me. It's working for a lot of us. So we sat down and we basically started. In spring of 11, this guy got 16 friends on board in 1 year. So like basically spring of 11, May of 11 to 12, June of 12, and it turned into like 2,000 orders of Verve, shipping out in his team or his group monthly. And this guy at our age, at 21, built this to a 6-figure income in 13 months. So it was like really eye-opening to me, because like one, I'm like, damn, he found the money. So if you want to find the money, if you want to do it, you'll find the money. Two, he's like, basically, we talked about it. He's like, if I'm making money in this, my friends are impressionable. Like if you're doing it and it's working, I want to do that. Like when you hear how she's making like $3 grand a month, made like over $3 grand last month, it's like, dude, I don't want to go work tomorrow Subway. I want to do that. And so that was really kind of what really blew me away. And in fact, he went even farther than that. Now we're a little bit past a year and a half of he and I working together at it, and he cycled 940 times last month. So if you don't know what the cycle is, you'll learn. It's pretty simple. It's just the total amount of cases of product in your group determines a bonus, and you get paid a cycle. And you'll learn it. It's pretty simple to follow. And this kid's making like 7 G's a week. I mean, he's gonna pretty much clear about 30 grand this month. So at 5 grand a week, which he hit like 2 months ago, that's 20 grand a month. That's 240 a year. I mean, how many kids do you hear our age making $200,000 a year? So it really became an example for us. Young lady in my group, for you girls that are here, this chick's 20 years old. I mean, props to Elena for her, being the reason we're kind of here tonight and all this, but she's seen other girls doing this. Girl, Kaylee Warren's 20 years old at ASU, 2nd year. She's been at it for about a year, and she just hit presidential, 250 cycles. It's a 6-figure income. At 20 years old, dude. It's like mind-boggling. Like, kids making big money, and it's like, it's just something that really gets you to have an open mind. It'll really raise your belief that this is happening. And so, that's really kind of what went down with that guy at ASU. And, he became an example for all of us, like, damn, this could really get big. This could really happen. And so, what's funny is we started talking about why that happened. Why are we having the success we're having? Why are we here tonight? Well, the main reason is, one, it's the job market. And the fact that 1 out of 2 kids graduating this year will not get a job from this school. Imagine all those kids at Yale. Imagine when I'm at BC tomorrow. I'm going to Boston College, Amherst, or whatever, and I have this whole schedule. I got the message. I'll send it to you guys. So you might have a friend in Boston. Great, I'll go meet with them. What's up? And I'll help you talk to that guy. But the point is, half the college graduates this year will not find work. And it's scary just to think about how many kids our age in general. That's just saying in college graduates. It's saying 1 out of 2, 55% of kids ages around 17 to 28 can't find a job. These are like real stats. I mean, you need to go do some homework or whatever. But so that's one thing why we're doing this. Number 2, it's a big issue that we all know, but nobody ever wants to talk about it, and I'm sure some people in here have it. It's student loans. Student loans, you guys, are the #1 debt in America. It's the #1 debt in America over credit card debt. 60% of college kids have 30 G's. 30 grand. So like, oh my God, dude, the party's over. I got a degree. I got to move home. I'm 40 G's in student loans and I can't find a job. So ask yourself, how would you feel? And it may not be you, because maybe your parents can help you. Maybe you got a scholarship or grant, but some of us have to work to eat, and therefore you got to go take out loans to go to school. And again, that's the status quo. Get good grades, get a job, you know, or get good grades, get your diploma, get a good job. And again, I think corporate America is changing where we all agree, you know, hiking down the highway in traffic, you get late, you're written up, you know, half your money's in taxes, you know, and so it's like, you know, my thing is that this is allowing us to do something different. And lastly, it sucks working for $8 or $10 an hour. And I know better than anybody because 20 hours a week, you're going to make like $200 times 4 is 8. After taxes is 600 or 700. So how do you make more money? You can't go work 200 hours a week at your job. And people look around, they're like, I need a better job. Well, go get back to me when you find one because the job market is not that great. So the concept, I mean, what do you guys think that, just open, what do you think the college graduates right now are getting? 30? Maybe 40? You tell me someone getting 40. I mean, you might be a special case if you get 50 or something. Or you know, you're working for NASA or something, I don't know. But the point is, it's not that special right now. So the concept of tonight, what you can do with this is you can build your own business. We're going to show you how you can make your own money, work for yourself. And it's actually simple to do, but you need a vehicle to do it. And that's what this is about. Verve is a vehicle for us to begin to make money and build our own business. And that's what's cool about it, and the fact that it allows you to control your schedule, your own time. You know, we're not here to sell you energy drinks. Okay, I hope you hopefully can leave here understanding what we're doing with this. The other reason we're having the success we're having, again, you know, the point of that is start your own business, is that recently Dr. Oz had Verve on his show. So we're getting a lot of positive feedback right now on the product because, one, it being super healthy, you know, but two, with that guy kind of talking about it and having it on his show, that's really raising people's belief, like this product is the real deal. It's pretty good. You know, and so I think, you know, and I had to explain to some guys earlier because they didn't understand this. I'm like, dude, if Verve was in retail, it would kill the business for us. You know, people go, I don't even know about this or why I haven't seen it. Because it's not a store product. You won't see it at Subway. You won't see it at Chevron or AMPM or CVS because if it was in stores, why would I get it from you when I can buy it on my way to class or on my way to work? So if it was in retail, we could all go home. It would kill this whole business, the whole idea. And as a consumer, I wouldn't buy that shit anyway. Every time I go in the store, I buy the same Smart Water or Fiji water. I buy the same gum and the same chips. Girls, you won't use a hair product on your hair that you don't know what it is. But if she called you and was like, girl, this stuff's fucking great, you would be like on your way tomorrow to the store and you'd be finding that little bottle. So the point is, it's that direct contact. We do it every day. You do it about a clothing line, you do it about Django 007, that was fucking sick, bro. You got to see that movie. Okay, well, I don't get credit for that, but in this kind of program, you do. And that's the neat part about this, is you get credit for getting someone on the product or into the business and whatever they do, which is why there's so much support in this whole company. So my encouragement for you, if you're here tonight, number one, try the product. Everybody seems to love it. Everybody we've talked to today loves it. They like the taste. Everybody at the University of Toronto loved it. So people like the taste, people like how they feel, people really have an emotional attachment to the product, but it's not retail. Number two, when you understand the numbers, and I don't know if you guys went over this, but when you understand the numbers a little bit, it's not rocket science. You build two teams, it's pretty quick, I'll just touch on it. You build a left and a right. Simple, like two legs, left and a right, okay? And basically, I would think of it like two schools or two colleges or two areas, two different groups or demographics. So let's say I'm from California, I live in San Diego. So let's say I got Stu and I are from Cali and we met at a party and I gave him a Verve and he liked it, we met up for lunch. He kind of maybe got on the phone with you and heard your story and he's down. He's like, dude, I love, you know, the product. I know a lot of people that drink energy drinks. I know a lot of people looking for a way to make money to pay for school, pay for books or whatever. So you got you're from the Bay, from San Francisco area. So you got 4 friends on board, up at Berkeley. Okay, and then let's say you go to Yale, just an example, right? And then we're at the gym and I'm drinking a Verve and I was like, here, try this out, or you asked what it is, I don't know. And then let's say you liked it and you got on board and you got 4 friends on at Yale. When you have 10 orders in your team or under you, 10 orders in your group, 5 left, 5 right, you're making about $200 monthly. It's not like you're rich, but at least you're making a little bit of money and you're paying for your product. So if I were you and this is something you decide to do, let's get that out of the way like now, like week 1. And that way, because psychologically you're not out anything and that's a good feeling. If I don't have to put any money into it every month, that's a nice feeling. It'd be like me owning a movie theater, a restaurant or whatever, and not ever having to put any money into it. It's just all profit. Or what we've been doing a lot of is getting 3 customers. Parents that take Vima for like blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, these types of things. You can get 3 customers on the product and your product's free. So we do the 3 customer program. We work on that, helping you do that. We help you get 5 and 5, and you're pretty much in the green, like 200 a month. And then you get 55 orders in your group. So the same 4 dudes you got on board, 5 people on my one side I'm helping, and then I help all of you guys get 4 each. Your 5 friends, you know, or your 4 people you got on board, so the 5 I'm working on my other leg, I help them get 7. 35 and 20, you guys, you're making around 600 or 700 a month. One of the guys earlier we talked to said he worked at, where do you work? Gas station. And he's like, excuse me, end of the month, after taxes, part-time, he's like, I make about $500-600 bucks. So my point in that is that, yeah, well, part-time, dude, 20 hours a week is $200, $10 an hour, times 4 is 8. After taxes, you're gonna get like 600 or 700. It's just simple math. And so the point is at that point, I was like, look, homie, you can quit your job. You replaced that money with this. So I don't know about you guys, but if you or your friends could take this and actually get out of their part-time job, that'd be a great feeling. Many of us have already done this. Alana, Stu, some of us are here. You can get to Diamond. That's saying that the 4 guys you got on board at Berkeley got 10 each, 7 at Yale got 10 each, 70 and 40, 110 orders in your team, and your Diamond making over $1,200 a month. You guys, I had a kid named Sam. He's 18, did it in 23 days. Yeah. What's scary is there's so many diamonds in my group, I don't even know who they are. That's how fast it's happening. So my point is imagine getting to 600 or 700 a month. At Diamond, they're going to give you $400 a month, and Alana just got a C230, 250, Benz, brand new, like a $30,000 car, and they give her money, her $400 a month, and pays pretty much her whole payment. So this can allow you to get out of your part-time job, in a new car, you know, to $1,200 a month, and you can track it down to 6 figures. That kid I helped at ASU did it in 13 months. It took me 2.5 years. Yeah. I had a kid at San Diego State did it in 7. Name anybody graduating this school making $100 grand this year. So my point is, you guys, this thing's working, and it's scary to think of the level of money that people our age are making, but it's working. So my encouragement, if you're here tonight, number 1, try the product. If you like it, fantastic. If not, no hard feelings. But it seems like everybody's pretty down with the product. You know, Dr. Oz, the Phoenix Suns official drink. They have a Verb nightclub in the arena. It's pretty badass. You can have Verb and vodka, Vertinis. It's pretty fun. So check that out. You got to come out to Phoenix. So number 1, try the product. Number 2, if you understand the numbers of how this works, you're like, bro, I could do that in like 30 to 90 days. Anybody want to get to Diamond by spring break? So you're making like $1,200 a month? Dude, if you can get to like executive, which is like not that hard, it's a little about 400 orders in your team. By summer, you're making like a G a week, dude. You have the best summer of your life. You know, you go to Europe, do some fun shit. So the numbers are doable. We want to help you do that, okay? Because if you grow, I grow. So it's like 50-50, okay? The tools will do a lot of the work, man. I'm not here to say I'm not going to give you a whole speech about the product and a whole speech about everything. I'm going to let you try it and just watch this video. I'm going to let you try it and get on the website. Let you try it and get on this conference call. You know, the tools with the website, if you understand VEMA, it's on the can, VEMMA. That's the title of the company. It's actually our first product we ever had come out. It's a liquid vitamin supplement. Vitamins, it's an acronym. Vitamins, essential minerals, bless you. Vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. So you're like, what's in this drink? Vitamins A through E, 65 plant-sourced minerals. Mineral deficiency is a big thing. If you're an athlete, you deplete your body of minerals when you work out. Mangosteen helps with joint pain and inflammation. It's high in antioxidants. Aloe vera and decaffeinated green tea. That's what VEMA is. It's preservative-free, organic. Sugar's about the amount of an apple of natural fructose. So VEMA is phenomenal. If you go on the website and you read about that, read about Verve, it has 2 ounces of VEMA in it. So you're drinking VEMA when you drink a Verve. You have a little bit of guarana, natural caffeine, 80 milligrams of natural caffeine. I think coffee is like 200, you know, like a coffee at Starbucks, some of those ones. A little taurine and purified water. So it's not all that sugar and shit like Red Bull and caffeine where you won't be all wiry and jittery, you don't crash. And just about everybody that I know here pretty much is loving it. So my encouragement is try the product. If you like it, great. If not, no hard feelings. It's not for you. Sorry for wasting your time. But if you see the numbers and what we're doing and how we've been doing it, and there's kids here at this school already moving ahead, hitting gold and diamond, you're like, damn, it's starting to happen. The numbers are doable, the incentives, the tools, website. Go on youtube.com/Verb Energy tonight. Go on the website, read 5 minutes about the products, the company, the owner, BK. He's a guy that has spent a lot of time with us. He calls us and hangs out with us all the time. You know, youtube.com/Verb Energy is our YouTube channel where we're posting a lot of videos about why. Why are we doing it? The job market, student loans, $10 an hour. I did a video on there, change your mindset from being an employee to an entrepreneur. And you got to think differently if you want to do that. So there's some serious things you should check out there. Young people are being featured. Kaylee, that girl is 20, she's telling her whole story at this big ass meeting. She's talking, you know, Josh Noble from Oregon, this kid's 21, senior at Arizona State, hit 500 cycles this month for, I don't know, almost 20 G's a month. It's unreal, dude. It'll raise your belief like you've never seen before. So check that out, and even Facebook, if you want to look at mine. Kids post pictures of their checks on my wall. It's like a collage, dude. There's always shit going on that. Their checks, pictures of their meetings, these big and these big ass events, and their cars. I was at Michigan State not too long ago. Verb is an official registered club on campus, and there's 600 kids there do it. And you know why they approved it? Because what do we focus on? Let's not go fucking smoke a bowl and go play Xbox. Okay? Because some of us need to fucking quit. Like, put beers and Xbox down, dude. Let's make money. Because for you guys in here, I'm going to be real with you for a minute. You ain't going to buy a home on 40 G's a year. So, let's talk real. Get in a different game. But the point is, when you start to think about it, you guys, you know, Michigan State and NAU and other colleges are proving this as a club because we focus on goal setting. What's your goal this month? How much you want to make? What do you want to do? Leadership. You're going to have to lead people that you bring on this and helping them get going and helping them become successful, or they're going to quit. And we're not stupid. You know, you gotta get on the personal development. You want to change what you know, like the thing that my dad taught me. He goes, dude, Brad, what you think about grows. If you think about this and you take action, you're going to get some results. If you don't think about this, you think about the concert, you think about everything else that's so important, school and, you know, all that shit, you know, then you're not going to get anywhere. So personal development, leadership, speaking, you know, you talked about earlier how you were the most nervous ever about public speaking, and now you're fucking great, dude. But you're confident in your story. That's what you're comfortable with. And that's what we want to help you do, is become confident and comfortable in your story. What's your story? I don't know. I came to one of these meetings. I tried it. I liked it. I saw these guys were making money. I went home. I watched some of the videos. I did this, this, and that. I'm in 2 months now. I hit gold or I'm diamond and I'm making this money. And that's your story. And then you're going to build on it. But the point is you know, those are the things we focus on. So check out the tools, website, YouTube, Facebook. And lastly is the support. You guys, why do you think I came here tonight? You know, and I'm going to Boston tomorrow. And I'm traveling. Why? Because I support the people on my group. Why? Because I know that if you grow, I grow. So it's not like I'm kicking my feet up and just chilling. I want to help the people on my team become success stories. Because that's the way it works. You have to support people, one, that know what they're doing, people that actually care. Like we came all the way out here from Cali. And people that really have an invested interest in you. Where do you ever feel like that in a job? Like if we work a job, dude, I'm gonna fucking do everything I can to make you look bad, because really I want your spot. Because I like to be able to. You make more than me, yeah, dude. If you fuck up, I'm taking your job. Isn't that how it goes? You ever see horrible bosses? Yeah. That's exactly like that. So, my encouragement: have an open mind. But gauge tonight. Number one, if you're interested in the product. Number two, the numbers are doable. Number three, the tools. And number four is the support. Last couple of thoughts. We'll wrap up. It's not a get rich quick. Nobody will have 50 or 100 orders under them tomorrow. I've had kids hit diamond in like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Okay, it's kind of bizarre, but they do like 2 of these a day. But you're not going to say a word when you're pulling in $500 a week. Passive income. But it's not a get rich quick. I've been in the game 6 years. You guys, we're open in 60 countries. I was at Cal Poly last week, and I'm walking out with this kid, and his buddy's coming up, and his buddy's from Ghana, Africa. You know, you maybe didn't even know this, but we're open in Ghana, Africa. Yeah. Nigeria, Kenya. You guys, we're open in all these countries. Mexico, Pete, rocking it in Mexico. I just got back from Canada. I was in Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto. We're open in Europe. The kid that got him on board is doing one of these probably right now, today and tomorrow, in Holland at University of Amsterdam. He's 18, he's rocking it, and he's saying the same thing I'm saying in Dutch, which is cool. So what's scary is that you could build this, you guys, worldwide. I just got back from Puerto Rico. On February 20th, I got to go down to Malaysia, and Taiwan, and Hong Kong for the opening of Verve. They only have the Vima product right now. When Verve gets there, it'll be crazy. So that means that little Asian guy in class, give him a Verve. Because if that guy goes and gets his cousin or family friend on it in Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, the Philippines, you never know. And last thought, you guys, and I'm going to wrap up. It's not a pyramid scheme. Everybody has a negative connotation, and let me give you why. Okay, we go home, we talk to our parents. Well, first of all, your parents are like, they're like here. They're like, my arm's around you, I don't want you to get hurt. So I don't want anybody to touch you, I don't want anybody to hurt you. You know, and they have their own opinions. Well, here's my opinion on that. First of all, some parents tried this back in the day, okay? And one, it has to relate. My dad did Amway in the 80s. Amway was the same business like this, word of mouth, direct sales. You know Cutco? Cutco is the same as this. The problem with Cutco, it's great. Great knives, my mom and dad bought them, it's like $1,500, the best knives on the market, but it's not residual. Because if you sell a set of knives, you gotta sell another one. It's not like they're gonna buy another $1,000 set of knives monthly. And it's hard as shit to do. Because you gotta learn, you gotta be in a suit, like I don't wanna fucking wear a suit. So the point is that if it doesn't relate, my dad did Amway, it was soaps and cleaning products for your house. Stu, what's good, dude? I got these cleaning products. You gotta come over. It's not gonna work. So it has to relate. I think Verve fits us perfect. Okay. Number two, why it works. If your mom, hopefully it makes sense. Many moms and dads have to get up at 6, get their kids ready, take them to school, go to work at 8, work till 4, pick up their kids, take them to hockey, go home, make dinner, and they're tired and they go to bed. That's the routine. But now, if you know what this is going to do, your ass would stay up till 11 or 12 at night and get busy with this, right? But parents aren't going to do that. So it's funny why parents have their own opinion or a negative connotation about it, but they're not. The lady I sat with on the plane, I told you guys, she said to me, she goes, the college market's perfect for this because I don't see a lot of parents having the time to do that. And it just clicked in my head, like, go figure. It's exactly the way I've been saying it. And lastly, you know, maybe they didn't have the right support. Okay. But a pyramid scheme is illegal. So when you talk to someone and they say that, ask them, okay, well, what's a pyramid scheme? Well, one of those things that you get involved with and you get someone on board and you make money off them. Okay, I'm going to give you an analogy in a minute and it's going to really open your eyes. But a pyramid scheme is illegal. Last year, Vima, the company, Vima and Verve, we did $117 million in sales. We're a $100 million company. We're privately owned. BK Borrego out of Scottsdale, Phoenix. Read about him. Google him. He has a huge track record. BK Borrego. BK, B-O-R-E-Y-K-O. Go on the website, you'll read his whole bio, it's legit. So we would be shut down. Okay, I wouldn't be here tonight, I'd be at home, you know, sitting on my chair, just chilling, thinking of another way to make money if this was a scam or illegal, because we would not be getting our products, we would not be getting our checks, we'd be shut down. $100 million company, it's a scam, wouldn't be going down. Number two, I don't see the Phoenix Suns partnering with a company that's a pyramid scheme. And it sounds funny to say, but it's so true, dude. You're telling me a Phoenix Suns NBA organization is going to have a partnership making Verve their official drink, and there's a Verve lounge in the arena, but it's a pyramid scheme. It wouldn't really happen if I saw it that way. As well as Dr. Oz having Verve on his show. Go to droz.com, search Verve, and you'll see the results come up, and then you'll see Protein Punch for the day. And it's talking, and it'll say, you'll see Verve right there, and you hit that, and then this little box in the video comes up, and you hit play, and it's a recording of that day, and it's Verve on the table, and he talks about it. To me, that would never happen if we were in a legal business. But if there is no product or commodity or an item, so like, yeah, you spent money and you got nothing. You got him on board, you spent money, got nothing, you got him. And it's just daisy chained where somebody signed you up all the way around the room. You got him, you got her. Last you signed me up and I spent money and I got nothing. It's like buying air. That's a money game. That looks like a pyramid or a Ponzi scheme. And all those deals are like 2 G's and you make $1,500 when you get me on board. It's not how Verve works. If I order a case just to be a customer, you know, a Vima or Verve, you make $10. Woohoo. If I got 2 cases, you know, everybody's on 2 cases monthly. It's like $150. It's like $2.80 a can. It's like $75 a case. You make 20. So 10 if they get 1, 20 if they get 2. If I got a builder pack, it's 7 cases of product, not to sell cans, but to let, yo, check this out, homie. Watch this video and I'm gonna call you. What's good, dude? How you been? Here, I want you to try this. You're using the product to let people try it. 7 cases, it's a little bit discounted, so that's smart. But you get qualified for the car. When you hit Diamond, you get $400 a month for the car. And then also, you get this Frenzy bonus. Who's got Frenzy? I know a couple of guys here earlier had gotten Frenzy bonuses. It says if you get a silver pack and you get 3 people on board in 1 week, you're gonna make $700. You can get 6 people signed on in a week and you'll make $1,400. So I've got high schoolers that got a silver pack, got 3 people in a week, made $700, their first check. Yeah. They got 6 and made $1,400. And then your right and your left, remember 10 orders, 55, 110, you just track it on your iPhone. Simple to follow. That's your monthly income. And I was talking to guys earlier about how big these companies get. You ladies know about Avon. Avon's been around forever. 40-something years. Mom and women do it. Lotion products. Last year, Avon came in at $11 billion with a B. That's a lot of money. Okay, that's bigger than the NBA and bigger than Major League Baseball. It's bigger than the NFL. Red Bull did $6 billion. It's twice as big as Red Bull, and you never see it. It just ships to their house. Herbalife, David Beckham. You girls know who that is. Capsule vitamins. It's the same thing as this, but capsule vitamins, and Herbalife did $5 billion. My point is, you guys, these concepts get big. I've never seen one that gets young people engaged like this is, where we're making this kind of money with a product that I think fits us perfect. So you got to get with the person you came with. Number 1, try it out. If you like it, great. If not, no big deal. Dr. Oz, a lot of credibility, clinical studies, all these different things about it. It's phenomenal. Understand the numbers of what it's going to do for you. 200 a month, 600, 700, 1,200. Get your product-free customer program. But if you visualize that and you want to make it a priority, you're going to hit those points, and we're going to help you. The numbers are doable, the incentives, the tools, and the support. And it's not a get-rich-quick. You guys, I'm from San Diego. I'm Brad Alkazin. I've been a part of EMA 6 years. I graduated high school in 2004. I'm 26. My whole dream was playing in college if I could have played basketball. I signed at UCSD, which was D2. I didn't want to go play in Kansas at some D1 and be away from my family, and I wanted to play. I wanted to sit on the bench for 2 years. But I got in a car wreck in Myrtle Beach at a family reunion July 9th after I graduated. And so I didn't play that year. I fractured my collarbone and all these ribs. So I didn't play that year for them, and that whole dream went out the door. I was 18. I started doing home audio video. Flat screens were hot back then. They were like 10 grand. And I was just selling flat screens, installing them. We did service. I had 4 guys doing installs with me. And I would just market myself to realtors. Hey Stu, you saw the real estate in the Bay. I'd find you online, I'd get your business card, I'd see your little thing in the grass, those little postings and shit. And I'd call you and I'd be like, hey, I want to meet you for lunch. I can help you make 4 or 5 grand a month. And they're like, what? You know, and I'd meet these realtors. You just sold her a nice place. She wants a flat screen over the fireplace. Tell her your friend runs a business and I can save them money. We'll install it, make it look good, and make you look good. And every time you give me a job, I'll give you $1,000 cash. If your dad got a flat screen for me, I'd give you $1,000 cash. Now, when they were 10 G's, I made 100 grand right out of high school. I did that for 4 years. It was great, right place, the right time. And the economy crashed. People aren't going to put 10 grand in their homes like that, in a movie theater and a flat screen and all that. And obviously, when Costco started selling flat screens in Walmart and the internet, it was price matching. 10 grand, 9, 8, will beat any price. And now they're $1,000 at Walmart and Target. So if you're like me and you think business-minded, there's no money in that. It's $1,000 from the product cost to the end user. There's no margin. Okay? So I got out of that around 08, and I've been putting my heart into this the last 5 years. I've enrolled 127 people in 5 years. Yeah, fuck, that's a lot of motherfuckers. That's not even 1 a week. In fact, it's not even 1 every 43 days. Half of those people I got on are product users, mostly with the Vima, the blood pressure and diabetes, cholesterol that we've had huge results with. My mom's blood pressure dropped, that's what pulled me into Vima. And probably 20 people is the reason my group is over 20,000 orders that ship out every month of Verve and Vima. Last year I made $484,000. And in July I hit a level called Royal, which by title of Vima is $1 million a year. In fact, I built 2 accounts to Royal. So between my 2 accounts, I've been making around $40,000 a week. I made 150 grand in November. I made more in December. And I think probably not after this month or next, I'll pretty much break 200 grand a month. I'd made $2 million prior to this year. I've made $2 million in 4 years. But my point is, I'm not here to talk about my income, guys. That's great, dude. Like, fantastic. I'm here to help you. I want to help you guys make this shit happen. I wouldn't be here. Why do I need to be here? But my point, I'm not here to do it for that reason. I'm trying to show you guys the big picture of where we're going. There's 4,200 colleges, 12,000 kids, is 50 million. That's the target market I'm going after. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna. So, have a sense of urgency. What are your priorities? What do you think about every day? What are the 5 things you think about? I know you guys. Let's see. Party, girls, fucking, basketball, school, working out. Dude, where's Vima? I don't hear Vima in there. Mine is my spiritual life, my family time, and Vima. I don't give a shit about anything else. I'm 26, I'm focused on this. I'm not trying to have anything distract me because I see where this is going and I don't want to slow down when we have all this excitement going on. Amidst a horrible economy where people are frustrated and stuck, our story is so compelling. The job market, student loans, $10 an hour. I had an 18-year-old, Cody Barton, hit executive. I have a 17-year-old named Sean Oskley, cycled 52 times last month. 16-year-old named Carmen Munder at Battle Creek, Michigan, from that Michigan State group, hit diamond in his 4th month. This kid's making like he made $1,800 last month. And he's car qualified and doesn't even have a license. He just got it. That kid will graduate high school making like 10 G's a month. Fucking ballin'. So you guys have an open mind, stick around, swap numbers with us, ask questions, be around the business. We're gonna be doing these like every day, here in other parts of town. You go to Boston tomorrow, your friends in Boston, great. Maybe if you learn how to invite or approach it, yo Mikey, what's good? My boy Brad's in town. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow at 7? Get your ass over here and meet my buddy for like 40 minutes. I'm gonna tell you, I'm working with him on this business, this new company. Dude, this company did $100 million last year. And I'm telling you, bro, it's going to be $1 billion company. What are you doing at 7? Okay, you guys connect the dots. Life's not about what you know, it's who you know. I read an article in the New York Times that you're 5 times more likely to make a 6-figure income in direct sales, Cutco, Mary Kay, Avon, Vima, than in corporate America. In fact, that same article talked about how our generation won't be able to retire until our mid-70s. And we're all going to suffer low wages for the next 10 to 15 years. What about all the kids you knew that had a nice house and a big Benz, S550? Their parents own their own business. So let's talk about that for 1 second, my last thought. What are you going to do? In a restaurant? A car wash? Car wash is probably like pointless out here because of all the ice. I was in Toronto and they were like, we don't even wash our cars, just the cars get so dirty with the snow. But the point is, a Subway's $250 grand to start one. Any of you guys have the money for that? You're not going to get the loan from the bank. And you're telling me, do you want to go party tonight? You're going to be at the restaurant tomorrow, dude. We got to open doors. We got to leak. We need to hire these guys. Fire them. They're fucking around. And then we got all these things we got to do. And in fact, in a restaurant, you won't make any money for the first few years anyway, because it's going back to the investment that you had to start it with. And that's if people even eat there. What if you just choose a bad location? Oh, fuck. Hey, you know Buffalo Wild Wings. I guarantee you Buffalo Wild Wings is like 350 G's for the franchise. McDonald's is like $1.5 million. If you want to buy a McDonald's franchise, it's like $1.5 million. And you're going to tell me that after Buffalo Wild Wings with the building, audio video, I did audio video. In the Buffalo Wild Wings, all those screens and projectors, that'd be $100 grand, no doubt. A commercial kitchen would be $100 G's to make that kind of food, a big enough kitchen like that. Dude, you'd put your whole life into that. Some of you guys, you know what I'm talking about. Your parents own a restaurant, and they put their whole life into it. This is the best way to leverage time and your contacts. It's called social network marketing. Take your Facebook, your phone book, and funnel that shit into this. last thought, and I'm going to hand it back to Stu or Elena, and we're done. Look at VEMA Corporate. All right, you want to get real eye-opening? VEMA Corporate. Who's the top of VEMA Corporate? You know. BK. He's a founder, president, CEO. So he makes money as the owner. Whatever percent he makes as an owner is his decision. But as a CEO, he makes $1 million a year in a bonus. That's his title in the corporate world of that. And then 3 guys below him. I'll tell you who they are. Mark Patterson's a VP of marketing. Brad Wayman's our COO. And then Peter Riley's the head of counsel. He's an attorney. He's the head of the legal department. Those guys probably make $300,000 or $400,000 a year with a bonus. Vice president, right? Probably paid pretty well. A lot of responsibility. Okay? They'll never make more than BK. And then the guys below them, between Danny Robles is under Mark Patterson. He did the Ustream at the San Diego event. You guys saw him there. Then you got people that are doing like the web development. Okay? Underneath Peter Riley, you have Michelle Cohen. Probably $100,000 a year in the bonus. Danny Robles, 80 or 100 a year. Underneath Brad Wayman, Brad Wayman, COO, you have head of accounting, head of finance, $100,000 a year. All the way down to the guy that's going to fix your order when you call tomorrow on Monday for $14 an hour. I call that fixed income. Those guys will never be the vice president. They'll never be the executives. Fixed income. So I don't know how you want to look at corporate America. That's how I look at it. VEMA is reversed. It's like this. And if I'm new, I hit bronze. Means you have like a couple orders left and right. And then silver, a couple orders left and right. And then gold. So you move up in these little levels, which are predicated on the number of people, the amount of cases, the amount of volume in your team. Bronze, silver, gold, diamond, platinum, star platinum, executive, star exec, presidential, star, all the way up to my level at Royal. And there's no limit about the people, of how many people can hit that level. So it's just how you view it, you guys. I'm not saying school's bad. I believe in education. You want to be a teacher, you're going to have to have credentials. You want to be a doctor, you got to know how to cut people open. You're going to have to know these things. But the point is, if you want to learn business, you would get more out of learning business being an intern than in class, just from my view. Because if I go read a book, the book is the philosophy of business. It's not going to teach me practical of what's going to happen in real life. I'm not going to know how to deal with people. I won't know how to deal with sales and service and dealing with people. This is practical and hands-on. Oh, by the way, I'm going to help you do it. And hello, I made it. So, you guys, you have the support of people out the ass. You just got to make it a priority. What are the 5 things you think about? Get consistent and get committed to your goal. Here's the thing I taught Alex, and I'm done. I showed Alex the numbers at ASU, and I showed him a method. I told you the numbers: 3 people customer, your shit's free. 3 people on the frenzy bonus, you make 700. 10, 55, 110. And you need to hear it 5 or 10 times, and then you'll memorize it. But all I did with Alex, I said, dude, we got to keep it simple. If I can do it, you can. So we sat down on our computer and our phone, and we made a fat-ass list of like all of our friends off Facebook that we thought would like the product, that work out, take shakes, protein shakes, because we have this new shake that's fucking great that just came out. I think Verb is like the target market though, but people that drink energy drinks, party, work out, into health and fitness. And we made a list of people that we thought are business-minded. Someone invited you here because they think you're somewhat like that. They think you can do well with this. And I taught them how to approach it. I taught them how to invite. If you invite people right, they're down to hear about it. If not, they're going to brush you off. And then we tell the story. And we tell the story through 3-way calls, Skype, this new Ubu app. You can have like 32 people on video at once. It's free. And we do small meetings like this. And then from that point, the bottom of it all is you have to become a success story. And once that happens, you'll never look back. So I appreciate you guys coming out. I know your time's important. But hopefully you try the product and love it. Hopefully you're thinking of all your friends already. You're like, dude, you girls could smile and get us to a meeting. And if that's called leverage, I've ever seen it, then leverage. Like, whatever, dude, but let's go. And make it a priority. Because your clock's ticking. And you don't want to be that senior that comes June, you're like, fuck, man, I got to figure it out. And you're just frustrated and stuck. So we'll be around all night. You guys stick around. You guys give every person you came with. There's no sign-up fee in VEMA. There's no kit. There are no membership fees. There's no bullshit. You order 1, 2, or 7 cases of product. You can do the VEMA. I think Verve fits us. People are buying the body shakes. They're great. It's a month-to-month program. You don't order it next month, you're not active. And then from that point, we got to go to work. And you guys 10 to 20 hours a week, part-time, to turn it into 1,000 a month and 1,000 a week. You know, we say a saying that work your job part-time, but work on your, what's the saying we always say? Part-time on your job, full-time on your fortune. What if you were there when Zuckerberg designed Facebook? He's like, yo, give me 2 G's. I need to get some more server space, but I can get this shit rocking. We can open it over at BC. You're like, man, I got a little bit of money, my grandma or whatever, but fuck, that's, I don't know, dude, that sounds crazy. Yeah, motherfucker, that guy's worth $20 billion. You saw the video. I'm not saying this is it, but even if Verve did like $1 billion, you're still going to be good if you obviously are a part of it. So you guys have an open mind, stick around. I know it's getting late, so we'll probably break out pretty quick and be done. We have a lot of fun if you guys are hanging out tonight. Elena bought drinks for everybody. Party. And anybody, any last thoughts?
Just basically get your questions answered before you leave today. Just make sure you get back with whoever invited you and make sure you get all your questions answered. If it's for you, great. We'd love to help you. If it's not, cool. I mean, think about Facebook. We all know those random people that are like, I don't need Facebook. Facebook's gay. Well, Facebook doesn't care. Usually. We're going to keep doing this with or without you. But if you'd like to join us, we'd love to help you.
Cool. Thanks for coming, you guys.
I'll explain the rest later.